2 years ago, MrBeast released this video.
Whoever takes their hand off last gets the $300,000 car!
But did you know that a British TV show used the same concept all the way back in 2001?
This Toyota will literally be in our contestants' hands. The last one to let go of it wins it. It's that simple. The one who survives drives.
Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well. Touch the Truck was a game show which ran for just one series of 5 episodes. The show was an absolute ratings disaster. By episode 2, it was getting 500,000 views and just 2% audience share. In contrast, at the time of recording, the MrBeast video has 180 million views. The show opens with host Dale Winton explaining the rules and delivering some subtle innuendo.
And let's be honest, nothing I like more than a good truck. So,
Dale explains that the contestants aren't allowed to sit or sleep throughout the challenge. This adds an extra challenge compared with the MrBeast video. Jimmy actually gave out sleeping bags so that the contestants could sleep.
It's almost midnight and I'm gonna give them sleeping bags because I want them to fall asleep and accidentally take their hand off the Lamborghini.
We then get a series of videos from the contestants explaining why they think that they're the one to win.
I once stayed awake for 4 days playing darts in Hull.
Why does it matter that it happened in Hull? Also, there's no way you was sober for that. Another of the contestants goes for a weirdly sexual approach to her video.
I really want to win touching the track because I'm a greedy girl.
We also hear some of their motivations for entering the competition.
I want to win the truck so I can convert it into money so that I can publish a book of poems that I've been writing.
I think that's really sweet, but it's hard to take her seriously when she sounds like a Carolina Hearn character.
Brown bread, very posh. Keeps you regular though, doesn't it?
Dale then brings out the contestants. For each one, he gives their name, their age and a fact about them.
Sinclair, 35, a motorbiking evangelical minister from London. Colin Caffrey, 27, from Kent, a Millwall supporting pest exterminator.
Some of these intros are normal, but some are really creepy.
Adam Giorgio, a 31-year-old cabbie from Essex who uses his taxi as a mobile passion wagon.
So his fun fact is that he assaulted his female passengers. While some of the intros are creepy, others are just random.
And hates olives, but she enjoys trampolining and candle making.
You think she does that at the same time, bouncing up and down with boiling wax? After a countdown, the competition finally kicks off.
3, 2, 1. Touch the truck.
I'd have let go straight away. That cannon would have made me jump. We then get some longer VT introductions to the contestants.
Cancel videotape.
First up is Chris. The way he describes himself really sounds like he's in a job interview.
My military background, the French Foreign Legion, has helped an awful lot. I've had to work very long hours and maintain very high standards, and I feel with that training and the pride of being a Legionnaire, it will see me through to the end.
Next up, we're introduced to Jerry.
Jerry once infamously appeared on Twyford Down with his young son Benjamin and psyched out a digger driver during a road protest. Shortly after this definitive moment, Jerry ditched the suit and big sunglasses and became a full-time eco-warrior.
I'm really positive about winning, and I've got something really that I want to do when I win, which is I start a political party.
I wonder what he did to psych out the driver. Maybe he'll use the same technique on the other contestants.
Look into my eyes, look into my eyes. The eyes, guys, look around the eyes, look around the eyes, look into my eyes.
After the VTs, Dale interviews a doctor and asks about the risks of a competition like this.
Muscle pains, dehydration, muscular aches and pains mainly.
Right, and mentally?
Mentally, hallucinations.
Surely it's not worth it just for a truck.
Don't call me Shirley.
We then get a segment on the history of endurance challenges.
In the USA in the 1930s, ballroom dancing marathons offered a cash prize to the couple who could dance the longest, and desperate contestants danced for months.
Dale then interviews a man who's won 16 vehicles in similar competitions.
Brian Root has touched up more trucks than anybody else.
Brian describes the traumatic impact of the competition.
After the contest, I've gone like a month where every morning I'll wake up and think I have to keep my hand on something, on the bed or my body, thinking I'm still in the contest.
Keep it light, Brian. Next, Dale talks to the contestants and he's immediately rude.
Bill, you look a vision. What have you come as?
He's not even dressed strangely. He just looks like a typical metal fan. Bill explains that he's just being himself, but Dale gets confused.
What is all this about?
I'm me.
You are me.
No, Dale, he's not you. Phil explains that he's part of a medieval reenactment society. Dale gets his history reference wrong, and Phil tries to correct him, but he doubles down.
Are you a driver?
I don't.
You don't? I suppose chariots are really more your thing, aren't they, really?
That's a bit before me.
Bit before you? Well, I just thought with the medieval thing, you'd be going for a chariot.
Yeah.
Dale then explains that the contestants are allowed a 10-minute break every 2 hours. To me, this defeats the point of the challenge. It feels like a way to stretch it out unnecessarily. I don't think they were allowed breaks in the MrBeast video, though we did have a solution to them needing the bathroom.
Chris, rip off the windshield wiper. We now have a windshield wiper that if you're touching with your right hand, you are still technically touching the car.
We then get some more VTs, with contestants explaining what they've done to prepare. One contestant, Bobby, works at a top city bank.
Bobby's friends in the city have been gambling thousands of pounds on him winning.
Now I've told them, as I'm a risk analyst, if you want to win, the best way to do it is to bet on me.
So the stakes are pretty high for his friends, but not as high as they are for Bobby himself.
And to ensure they don't lose, his boss has forced him to offer his resignation if he doesn't come back with the truck.
Imagine throwing away your job for a Channel 5 show. He works as a risk analyst, he should know that's not worth it. We also see a priest with a really creepy goal.
Paul isn't just going to touch the truck, he's hoping to touch some of the contestants as well.
At least they're all adults. The voiceover then reveals the odds of each contestant winning, which range from 33 to 1, all the way up to 4 to 1.
Never tell me the odds.
I'm not sure how the odds were worked out. They haven't just gone for the physically fittest, so they must have factored in mental strength somehow. And that concludes the first episode. I can see why the ratings dropped, they're really stretching it out. The MrBeast video was only 15 minutes long. In total, this show is approaching 3 hours. It was also on at the same time as EastEnders, which doesn't help. Episode 2 kicks off with Chris modestly comparing himself to a film star.
But how many average Joe public have met a film star or pop star? Everyone.
Yeah, it's no
How
big
many
deal.
people have met a Legionnaire? None of them. And in my own way, I am all famous and I'm a rarity.
There's about 9,000 people in the Foreign Legion. That's definitely more than the number of celebrities. 30 hours in, and only one person has been eliminated, which is impressive. Like I said earlier, I think the breaks make it a lot easier. The first contestant went out at 15 hours. She kicked over a bottle of water and let go of the truck to pick it up.
Let's see that again.
Feels disappointing that the ones who get knocked out leave with nothing. In the MrBeast video, every contestant got a prize, ranging from new laptops up to large cash prizes. We also see a contestant who was almost knocked out by being late back from the bathroom.
Contestant number 10, Sylvester John, didn't keep his eyes on the clock and only just made it back to the truck in time.
If he had got thrown, I'll throttle him because it's too early for anybody to give up. And the technicality is going to the low. I think I'll get an nappy for him next time.
On his second break, he only took 5 minutes instead of 10. So it clearly got to him. We also hear how Dale nearly knocked Chris out of the competition.
We were rehearsing the show, and I said, well, they're going to ask you to turn round here. And you turned round, and I went, oh my goodness, it's my fault. You took your hand off the truck. But fortunately, we checked with the other guys. They said, it's cool, it was my fault. I am sorry.
I'm glad he was allowed to stay. That would have been gutting. Speaking of Chris, it seems he's developing a romance with fellow contestant Wendy.
You got quite friendly in the wee small hours with one of our truck touchers, didn't you?
Are you on about Chris?
Wendy immediately denies that there's anything going on between them.
He's a fruit and nut bar.
When I first saw this, I thought she was saying he's gay, but she went on to say that he flirts with all the girls.
It's a bit unfair for the other girls in this thing, though. They should all have a chance to be able to chat me up, shouldn't they?
In the break room, Chris admits that he does like her.
Got the hots for her at the moment, so, you know, I want to keep her going as well. So we're giving each other a lot of support.
I'm not sure if Wendy genuinely isn't interested, or if she's just playing hard to get for some reason. Dale signs off the episode with some more innuendo.
This is the most fun you can have with one hand.
By the time of episode 3, 10 contestants have been eliminated, leaving 10 remaining.
Let's see the ones who've trucked themselves.
The funniest elimination was Debbie, who was explaining the no leaning rule to another contestant and took her hands off the truck to demonstrate.
It says in the rules about standing independently. And if I'm not standing independently, because if you took my hands away, I'd go... Don't tell me.
Lovely bit of karma for the Karen there. The rest of episode 3 and episode 4 hit the same format points. We see the moment that each competitor went out, through interviews with various medical experts, and with the man who's won lots of competitions like this before. They also periodically reveal the odds of each competitor winning. It's very repetitive, and it feels really flat. There's no escalation in excitement. It's very repetitive. It's very repetitive. In the MrBeast video, he manages to keep it constantly entertaining. He lured some people away by introducing a second, cheaper car.
How many of you would like to walk away with this brand new Mustang? It's a Camaro. I don't know cars. Whoever touches the Camaro first can keep it.
He also lifted the car with a hydraulic system, literally raising the stakes. Towards the end of episode 4, we finally see the contestants start to fall out.
Mary Moore accused Davinia McFarlane of causing another contestant to let go of the truck, and it all kicked off.
I know they're both tired, but it's a pathetic argument.
Excuse me, can you speak for yourself? Excuse me, who are you? Who are you? Excuse me. Excuse me.
It reminds me of the argument from the second In-Betweeners movie.
Grow up, Simon. You grow up. I am grown up. You should grow up.
Somehow, though, they managed to drag it out to a ridiculous degree.
45 minutes later, and poor Sylvester is still caught in the middle of this argument.
Dale also delivers some exciting news.
I can tell you now, you have all broken a world record. Well done. All broken that.
The crowd goes mild, and the contestants don't seem to care at all. If this was America, they'd be going crazy. By the start of episode 5, all the contestants have let go, and we have a winner. Dale thought they'd be showing the third place elimination, but someone forgot to run the clip.
But who was the next to go? Have a look. Poor Sylvester, I suppose you can only polish a car for so long.
They also cut Dale off mid-sentence.
Was it a slip of the hand, or was it sheer exhaustion?
I suppose that's the perils of live TV, but there's no reason for it to be live. Even a short delay would allow them to fix any issues like that. Down to the final two, Jerry takes the opportunity to prepare for his new fame.
I practice for Channel 5 adverts while I'm here, like, some things are worth staying up for. Channel 5 movie, tonight at 10.
The way the final contestant is knocked out is a huge anticlimax.
After further medical tests showed no improvement, Davinia was asked to leave for her own safety.
Listen, if you don't make the decision on your own, they're going to take you off anyway.
So she didn't even give up, and with that, Jerry is crowned the winner. Jerry repeats his aim of selling the truck and using the money to start a political party. Dale then says something really strange.
And more good news for you, which is you can go into the Guinness Book of Records now, because you see, the world record is 125 hours, but this gentleman has beat the British record, so he is the British champion.
Firstly, I'm sure Guinness don't care about national records. Also, he said earlier that they'd beaten the world record, so surely Jerry now holds that. The show wraps up with Dale presenting Jerry with the keys.
All right with you, Jerry, can I rest these on your truck for a moment, because there's something I have to do. I'm going to rest them on there, because in my pocket here, I know you're not going to drive it, but the keys to the truck, Jerry Middleton!
Dale ends the show with a creepy sign-off.
I'll see you again soon, I hope, with another tactile test. Who knows? It could be you I'll be getting touchy with.
So that's Touch the Truck. True to his word, Jerry founded the Unrepresented People's Party. He stood in the 2001 election and got just 54 votes. Overall, I think Touch the Truck is a great concept for a show, but it was too long and repetitive. It's very repetitive. For it to work, they need to find ways to build excitement throughout. It definitely worked better as a YouTube video. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please like, subscribe and share with your friends. If there's anything that you'd like me to make a video on, then let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.